Hello, my sweet little children, and welcome to Videos with Mrs. Vian. Today I wanted to make an instructional video for you to go over three very important concepts. And those concepts are reviewing the central idea, textual evidence, and objective statements. Today you are going to be taking a quiz that covers those specific concepts. And your quiz is going to align with the nonfiction passage Brazil Snake Island. In this video, when we review these three concepts, we are going to be using the text Let's Stop Bullying. It is linked here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it and open it up so that it is available for us in just a minute. These are the standards that we are going to be reviewing and that you will be quizzed on today, but they are super boring, so I'll just move along here. What is the central idea of a text? Well, a central idea of a text is the author's message about the topic. So what are they trying to convey or communicate with the reader? What point are they trying to get across to the reader? What information do they want the reader to know about the topic? There can be more than one central idea in a nonfiction text. The one that we are going to look at in this video has more than one central idea. Central ideas of a text are often expressed directly, or they can be implied. So if they are directly stated, it is generally located in the topic sentence of the text. Remember that a topic sentence is the first sentence of a paragraph, and it tells the reader exactly what that paragraph is going to be about. Okay, so if the central theme is directly stated, that means that I can highlight it word for word and copy it and paste it. Okay, it's right there. If it is implied, the central idea is suggested or understood. So it is not directly stated, but the author gives you enough information for you to create your own idea of what the central idea of the text actually is. Okay, so the central idea of the text, Let's Stop Bullying, is directly stated. And we are actually going to go ahead and read that right now, and then we'll come back to our PowerPoint. Okay, this is super short. So our title, Let's Stop Bullying. Okay, what is bullying? So we have a heading here, Let's Stop Bullying, and we have two subheadings actually. What is bullying and how to stop bullying? I'm also noticing that down here I have a bulleted list. Over here I have a fact box, and down here I have a picture with some captioning. Okay, I have a lot of text features going on, so the author has to be trying to send me some sort of message with all of these text features. So we'll just keep that in mind right now. All right, let's stop bullying. What is bullying? Bullying is a common problem for kids and teens all over the world. There are lots of different ways that bullies can hurt other people. For example, some bullies hurt by kicking, pushing, making threats, or other things that hurt people's physical bodies. Other bullies insult or tease people verbally in order to hurt their feelings. You can also bully people indirectly by ignoring them or spreading rumors about them. Anything that is done on purpose to hurt somebody is considered bullying. Our second subheading, how to stop bullying. If somebody is bullying you, do you bully them back? There are other things you can do to help stop the bullying. First, you can try to ignore them or make a joke. The bully is trying to make you angry or upset, so they are less likely to continue to bully you if you do not react. Also, you could try to walk away from the bully and avoid going places that they go. Finally, if the bullying continues, you can talk to an adult or teacher that you trust and explain the situation to them. If you see somebody else being bullied, do not just stand around and watch. There are several ways you can help them. Ask the bully to stop. Ask an adult for help. Make sure the kid being bullied has someone to play with at recess. Tell the kid being bullied to leave and leave with them. If more people would stand up for others, then maybe we could stop the bullying. All right, so over here I have a fact box, the facts on bullying. Roughly 49% of children in grades 4 to 12 reported being bullied at least once a month. Number two, more than 70% of young people say they've witnessed bullying at school. Number three, approximately 14.9% of high school students surveyed experienced cyberbullying within a 12-month period. Number four, a whopping 30% of the students surveyed admitted to bullying others. Number five, only 20 to 30% of students who are bullied tell an adult. All right, so we just previewed our article and we're going to go back to our PowerPoint here. Okay, so our next slide, how can I identify the central idea in a nonfiction text? I can use basic text features, and some examples are headings, subheadings, pictures, charts, types of print, bold, underlined, or italicized words. I kind of walked you through that when we looked at the article, Let's Stop Bullying. And then determine the text structure. So headings and subheadings or transition words can show you the text structure. The text structure helps indicate the writer's purpose. So it can be chronological order, compare and contrast, problem and solution, or cause and effect. So the way that the text is organized is very important with the message or the central idea that the author is trying to convey to you as the reader. Okay, so I told you that the article Let's Stop Bullying has two central ideas. Okay, so let's go back to the text really quickly, and we're going to look at our text features because we just talked about them in that slide. So our first feature was the title, Let's Stop Bullying. That's a pretty strong indicator of what this article is going to be about. Then we have our first subheading, which is what is bullying? Okay, so my subheading, I made a comment over here. This subheading lets me know that the author will define bullying. And this section discusses that bullying is a common problem all over the world. That is actually in my topic sentence right here. Bullying is a common problem for kids and teens all over the world. And how bullies hurt other people. Okay, so this section talked about two different things. My second subheading, how to stop bullying. I made some comments over here. The subheading lets me know that the author will provide solutions to the issue of bullying. The section discusses specific suggestions to prevent bullies from hurting you. Okay, so all of these text features really help to strengthen the central idea about bullying and how it's a common problem. The way that this article is organized also helps the author convey that message because he does it in a problem and solution manner. In the first subheading, he's telling us that bullying is a problem. In the second subheading section, he's telling us that there are ways to stop it. Okay, so let's see. Back to our bubble over here. What are the central ideas of Let's Stop Bullying? Well, I told you there were two. So the first one is that bullying is a huge problem among kids all over the world. That was in the first subheading. And the second one is that there are many ways to stop it. And that was in our second subheading. And the fact box and the picture and the caption also help support those central ideas. So how do I support the central theme of a nonfiction text? Well, one way is to use strong textual evidence that proves the central idea you have identified is correct. So in other words, you can't just say, oh, well, I think this is the central idea. You have to be able to support it with strong textual evidence. And you guys know that Mrs. Vian loves making you find strong textual evidence, okay? So how do you do that? Well, I made you a little flow chart, okay? So we're going to start here. Did the author include a vital or important fact or detail within the text about the central idea? Well, yes, I think that the author did in the first two subheadings. Okay, so yes. So my next bubble, did you go back to the section where the text where the author discusses the central idea? Okay, well, let's see here. So I'm going to have to find evidence in this section here and in this section here. I'm not going to find a central idea down here because this was just a bulleted list that helps support this second section. Okay. So yes, I did go back to the section where I could find my textual evidence. So yes, we're going to follow our arrow. Can you explain in your own words how the textual evidence supports the central idea of the nonfiction passage? Well, let's see. This is my textual evidence over here. So from the first section, I pulled the first sentence, which was bullying is a common problem for kids and teens all over the world. So yes, I could summarize that in my own words, and I could say bullying is a huge issue. And the second central idea is that there's many ways to stop it. So in the second subheading section of my article, I could find textual evidence for the second central idea. And the textual evidence I chose was there are other things you can do to help stop the bullying. Okay, so yes, I'm going to go here. And then it says you have found the strongest piece of textual evidence. Okay, so I would use these pieces of textual evidence to help support the central idea that I identified within the nonfiction text of Let's Stop Bullying. All right, how can I determine an objective statement versus a subjective statement? So this is something that you guys practiced last week. Objective, remember, means facts. Subjective means you're including facts, but you're also including your own opinion as well. Okay, so on your quiz, you're going to have one question where you have to identify the best objective statement. So something that is completely factual and from the article. All right, so objective statements include strictly factual accounts of a topic, things that have actually happened. Examples of objective nonfiction are textbooks, manuals, and news articles. Subjective statements include when an author includes factual information on a certain topic as well as his or her own opinions. Examples of subjective nonfiction are diaries, editorials, and speeches. So my little cloud down here relates back to our article, Let's Stop Bullying. So my question is, what is an objective statement using Let's Stop Bullying? And the objective statement that I created was almost 50% of students in grades 4 through 12 reported being bullied at least once a month. Okay, that was in my fact box. That is a strictly factual account on a topic. Okay. All right, so how will I apply this information? Well, you will take a quiz in Google Classroom that will cover these concepts. You can use this Google slide as a resource when completing your skills quiz in Google Classroom. And good luck to you, and you know where to find me if you need help. All right, bye guys.